Okay, we're here with 154-pound champion of the world, Brian Castano, who last week officially agreed. The deal was struck for a May 14th rematch against Jermell Charlo. From what I'm being told, I was able to report out some information last night that every intention will be made to place this fight at the former Staples Center, which is now known as Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California. Again, May 14th on Showtime. This will be a rematch for all four 154-pound belts, which is a rarity, you know, allowing Castano to join just Josh Taylor and Canelo Alvarez as fully unified as a fully unified champion. Brian, how happy are you to be able to get to this point? And I know it required a little bit of a delay from a right biceps tear injury that you suffered. How are you feeling, and how excited are you that you have an official fight date now?
Brian, ¿cómo te sentís? ¿Cómo te sentís después de haberse confirmado la noticia de que por fin vas a pelear el 14 de mayo por los 4 títulos, lo cual te daría la oportunidad de unirte a un club muy elitista, digamos, donde actualmente están Josh Taylor y Canelo Álvarez, pero creo que son solo 7 en la historia que pudieron unificar? ¿Y cómo te sentís? ¿Cómo va tu recuperación de la lesión sufrida en el brazo?
¿En español?
Sí, fue para
no, bueno, me siento bien, realmente estoy recuperándome, me falta nada ya para que me den el alta, realmente me siento contento, feliz de poder ser parte de esto, ¿no? De tener la posibilidad de tener los 4 cinturones, de ser el Undisputed, ¿no? Pero realmente hemos hecho un gran trabajo y estamos trabajando duro para eso. Y estas cosas pasan, las lesiones, enfermedades, todo de por medio, COVID, creo que son cosas que en un campamento puede llegar a pasar, y a mí me pasó, me lesioné mi bíceps derecho y realmente es una pelea donde yo quería pelear 19 de marzo acá en el Crypto.com, pero bueno, se ha pasado para mayo, así que nada, contento porque se nos dio, la OMB aprobó que se dé el 14 de mayo y realmente muchos desconfiaban y no creían que realmente me había lastimado mi brazo, y bueno, tengo todas las pruebas y todos mis estudios que me he hecho para la rehabilitación y nada, no es que quiero tiempo, sino que estoy esperando y muy ansioso para mi pelea.
I feel great. I mean, I feel great. I've been working hard for this. I was on the verge and very, thrilled to have the 19th of March fight date. But, injuries or illnesses or COVID or things like that happens in any training camp. I know there were people who wouldn't really trust or believe that I was really injured. I don't know about that. I don't understand. I was just training and hard, and I got injured. And but I'm on my way to be medically clear in probably about 7 days. I would be resuming sparring in about 7 to 10 days, and everything regarding my rehabilitation is going smooth, so I'm happy. And this is a very historical chance for me to be able to get the undisputed champion status. And I couldn't be more thrilled now that it's confirmed. The fight is confirmed for May the 14th.
Yes, very good. You this injury, you mentioned that some people were acting strangely when this injury was first reported. And I think you're referring to the head of the WBO, Paco Varcosel, who made some comments as if he was pretty upset and, maybe going to do some things to maybe take that belt away from you and send it toward Tim Tszyu. What do you make of that distrust, and what do you make of those comments that were made? I mean, I had kind of heard through the grapevine that Paco maybe had heard some kind of rumor that maybe you were not on weight or something like that. But I mean, is there anything about this that strikes you as odd?
Ah, ah, hablando de tu lesión, hay mucha gente que no creía, como vos decís, que no creía que la lesión era verdadera. No sé si te estás refiriendo al presidente de la BMB, Paco Valcarcel, porque dicen que también él había escuchado algunos rumores de que en realidad se trataba de ganar tiempo porque vos no dabas el peso. La forma extraña en que actuaron algunos en todo este proceso, ¿qué te generó a vos? ¿Qué es lo que pensás?
No, no hablo de Paco Valcarcel, hablo solamente de la gente, del ambiente del boxeo, más allá de las organizaciones. El ambiente del boxeo decía, no, Castaño está haciendo tiempo porque no quiere estar buscando otro lugar o está gordo, etcétera. Nada, yo trato de siempre estar al 100, uno tiene que pelear al millón y bueno, yo siempre estoy tratando de dejar eso, de estar 100% para brindar un gran espectáculo y nada, obviamente uno quiere estar al 100 como siempre, como te lo dije recién, ¿no? Creo que peleas son peleas y en esta pelea tengo que estar muy bien físicamente y no puedo dejar entregar con una lesión o dar ese tipo de ventaja. Lo dije solamente por eso, en el ambiente de boxeo ya se rumoreaba que no quería pelear porque estaba gordo y quería estirar unos días más.
No, I wasn't referring to anyone in particular, let alone Mr. Barcarcel. But I know there were rumors in the boxing industry, especially coming out of Argentina, which is funny. And probably some people thought that I was just buying time because I couldn't make weight, that I was too fat. And, to be honest with you, that's all false. That's fake news. That is totally untrue. I've been here training hard, and I got injured. Of course, when you are fighting at with Charlo, this is a very big fight, and I had to be in tip-top shape. Of course, I cannot train or I cannot fight if I was diminished physically. So everybody could understand that. Regarding the rumors, I don't know. It's up to them. I don't care. I'm just doing my thing. I know I have to be at my 100%, and I'll be at my 100%, and that's the goal here. Things happens things happen in any training camp, and it's up to them if they won't believe it or not. We just submitted our medical records, medical evidence of my injury, and it was obvious that it was a true one.
Okay, great. I mean, there was, the biggest controversy that was hitched to this fight in the first place, as you well know, was the 117-111 scorecard that Judge Nelson Vasquez turned in favoring Charlo in a fight where the two other judges, one had it a draw and the other one had it 114-113 in your favor. And a lot of people watching this fight believed that you had clearly won the fight, Brian. And, it brought about a lot of conversation about what to do with boxing judging. And that conversation continues on the heels of last week's result in Scotland, where Josh Taylor was given a victory over Jack Catterall, who a lot of people thought won that fight. Do you have any explanation or any solutions in your mind as to how to correct the problem of the flawed judging that we are seeing in boxing, especially at the championship level fights?
Desde tu pelea con Charlo, que generó mucha controversia, especialmente por esa tarjeta ridícula de 117-111 de Nelson Vázquez, que le dio la victoria a Charlo, pero mientras las otras dieron un empate y una victoria para vos. Se ha hablado mucho de las controversias que generan los jueces en el boxeo, y esto se volvió a alimentar esta polémica después de la victoria que le dieron a Josh Taylor, creo que la semana pasada. ¿Tenés alguna reflexión, alguna solución, algún pensamiento respecto de cómo se pueden mejorar los jueces de boxeo para que estas cosas no ocurran, sobre todo en peleas tan importantes?
Bueno, yo creo que deberían penalizarlos y suspenderlo como hacen la mayoría, ¿no? Va, deberían hacer, ¿no? Creo que si haces un mal trabajo y puntúas cosas que no son lo que toda la gente ve realmente en este sentido en el boxeo, de los 3 jueces, que 2 hayan visto un empate y una ganada para mí y el otro con tanta diferencia darme perdida, realmente creo que te da mucho a que pensar, ¿no? Que más allá de la mala calificación, ¿no? Que hoy en día se está manejando mucho el sobre por abajo de la mesa. Creo que realmente es algo que no me gusta y creo que al boxeo lo defenestra, creo que le saca mucho, le saca lo que es, ¿no? Que esto es un deporte muy sano, un deporte muy noble, un deporte donde es muy sacrificado y uno arriesga la vida cada vez que sube arriba del ring y creo que también es un deporte muy noble y creo que eso es lo que estos jueces defenestran a este hermoso deporte.
I don't know if I have a solution for that, but this is a very noble sport, healthy sport when it comes to the fighters themselves. So, when you see that kind of judging in certain big fights, it's really suspicious. You cannot help, and that's where fans would think that you cannot help but thinking that there's corruption there and maybe some money under the table. That's what fans told me. For us, this is really hurting the sport. It's hurting boxing. One thing that comes to my mind is the judges that really do such a poor job when it comes, especially to big fights. They should be punished. They should be suspended, like in any other activity or area in the world. I mean, if you do not do your job properly, you have to be penalized. You have to be punished. But that doesn't really happen here. So I don't know if that's a solution, but at least it's something that it came up to my mind.
Well, that's a great point. I know that this is an ongoing debate, whether it's expanding the judging pool or having, either other people, like you said, have the turnover be a lot higher than it is and quit recycling the same judges, especially those who are involved in the scandals, are great points that I would hope that the sanctioning bodies would take on. But, thank you so much. I didn't mention this at the beginning. Thank you so much to your manager, Sebastian Corsorsi, for helping us translate this conversation. We really appreciate it. I wanted to ask you this because we were talking, myself and Sebastian, before this interview began, and what he said is that Brian wants to take this fight out of the judges' hands. So when you look back at that first fight, what did it reveal to you to where you say, I believe I can win this rematch, and I can believe I can win this rematch by knockout?
Estaba hablando con tu manager antes de la entrevista acerca de los jueces y él me dijo que lo que realmente Brian quiere es no dejar la decisión en manos de los jueces. Entonces, la pregunta es, ¿qué te hace pensar cuando reflexionas sobre la primera pelea que podés realmente lograr eso y podés o lograr una victoria muy contundente o noquear a tu rival?
Bueno, creo que lo he visto en la pelea, lo he sentido yo y que si trabajo, yo ya probé su pegada, probé su poder y creo que si trabajo como venimos trabajando con mi equipo, con mi papá, que es mi entrenador, Carlos Castaño, mi conditional coach, que es Matías, venimos trabajando duro para que la pelea no se nos escape, que ganemos con mucha claridad o que ganemos por nocaut en base a eso, ¿no? A la continuidad, a la presión, a la potencia. creo que con un golpe lo puedo lastimar y lo puedo noquear también. Obviamente que tratamos de que la pelea fluya. Si viene el knockout, viene. O si no, voy a tener que ganar con más superioridad y tratar de que no me lastime.
I already tested his punching power, and I already been there, so I know what I'm dealing with here, and I know my punches can hurt him. I know because I've been there. The way we are working together with my coach and dad, Carlos Castano, and my conditioner, Matias Ervin, the way we are targeting this training camp is, the goal is for me to win, to beat Charlo much more clearly than the first time. And, I know I can knock him out, but that's not something I'm going to be achieving like crazy, of course. I'm going to do my job, and I think if I do what I have to do, eventually the knockout could come my way, or else I have to beat him in much more clearly, and I know I'm capable of doing that.
Well, one thing I know, Brian, is that you're definitely a man of your word, because when we last spoke before you first fought Jermell Charlo, you assured me that you were going to produce a sensational fight that a lot of people would be talking about, and certainly that happened. I just wonder for you, as this individual who has worked so hard, to come out of Argentina and become a champion, and to become a person now in position to stand as a 154-pound undisputed champion. What does that mean to you, the fact that you could be one of those rare people in all of boxing history to have all 4 belts at the same time?
Bueno, primero que nada te quiero decir que sos un hombre de palabra, porque la última vez que hablamos, vos me dijiste antes de la pelea de Charlo que ibas a hacer una pelea extraordinaria y cumpliste. Pero aparte de eso, ¿qué se siente realmente, o qué sentís vos personalmente de tener la posibilidad de ser uno de esos raros y únicos casos en el boxeo, después de todo el sacrificio que hiciste viniendo de Argentina, trabajando tan duro como lo hiciste, de convertirte en uno de esos extraños y raros casos que tienen los 4 títulos que son unificados, porque es algo muy grande?
No, creo que, esto es lo más grande, como lo dijiste, ¿no? Es lo más grande que uno le puede pasar a un boxeador, a un luchador, a un guerrero. Lo que yo me siento un guerrero en la vida y en el deporte, ¿no? Mis padres me enseñaron a hacerlo y yo sigo haciendo su trabajo. Creo que es la oportunidad de mi vida, y como hice en la primera pelea, que te dije que iba a dejar todo para tratar de consagrarme y ser el campeón indiscutido, el primer latino en la historia, pero bueno, se me pasó por algunas que otras decisiones de los jueces, pero realmente es algo que anhelo y deseo con todo mi corazón, ¿no? De tratar de ser, como decís vos, de ser raro, conseguir, ¿no? Ser uno de los pocos en consagrar los 4 cinturones.
Yeah, like you said, this is a great, unique opportunity that I've been fighting all my life to achieve. The status of the undisputed, and I feel like a warrior, both outside and inside the ring. That's what my parents taught me, and that's what I'm trying to carry on with me. And this is something extraordinary that is the biggest opportunity of my life, and no doubt about it. And like I told you the first time around, I'm gonna leave everything out there in order to achieve my goal, and in order to become the undisputed champion. I wanted to be the first Latino fighter, undisputed Latino fighter, champion. That really slipped through my fingers, because of poor judging. But it is what it is, and now I have a second chance and the second opportunity, and I'm going to be doing as much as I can to take advantage of this chance.
Great, Brian. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. I'm glad you're back to full health, and I know you're eager to get going on a full training camp in preparation for this fight. Should be a great evening, May 14th on Showtime. Again, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with everything.
Muchas gracias por todo tu tiempo y estoy muy contento de que puedas estar saludable, que te hayas recuperado, que estés en el proceso de recuperar y que muy pronto vas a estar recuperado al 100% y sé que realmente es algo muy importante y que vas a hacer todo para ganar.
Okay, muchas gracias. Thank you so much for your time. So, it's a pleasure. Good to see you y have a good day. See you the 14th May. May 14th. See you.
Looking forward to it, Brian. Thank you very much. See you guys.